Your vehicle seems to be driving perfectly fine, idling smoothly at stoplights and getting its normal gas mileage, but that incredibly annoying orange check engine light is glaring at you from the dashboard, constantly distracting you and threatening your chances of passing your upcoming state emissions inspection. You hook up your trusty scan tool to see what the computer is complaining about, and you discover a P045B code, which points directly to an exhaust gas recirculation B control circuit range or performance malfunction. While you might not feel any immediate catastrophic symptoms from the driver's seat right now, this code is a serious warning about a vital emissions control system that absolutely needs your attention. To understand exactly what is going wrong under the hood, you have to know what the exhaust gas recirculation system actually does for your engine. As your engine burns a mixture of fuel and air, the internal combustion chamber temperatures can skyrocket to extreme levels, producing highly toxic oxides of nitrogen that create heavy smog and severely pollute the air we breathe. To cool things down inside the cylinders, the engine computer commands an electronic valve to open and route a very small, precisely measured amount of inert exhaust gas back into the intake manifold to be burned again. This brilliant engineering trick lowers the combustion temperature and keeps those nasty emissions completely in check. Modern electronic exhaust gas recirculation valves have a built-in electrical feedback circuit that constantly reports back to the engine computer, telling it exactly what physical position the internal valve is in, whether it is fully open, completely closed, or hovering somewhere in the middle. When the computer commands the valve to move to a certain position, but the electronic feedback signal indicates that the valve is stubbornly stuck in the wrong place, it triggers this specific performance code. The absolute most common culprit behind this highly frustrating failure is the inevitable buildup of heavy, sticky, black carbon. Because the valve is constantly breathing dirty, unrefined exhaust gas, thick soot eventually cakes the inside of the intake manifold and the valve mechanism itself, physically jamming the internal pinhole wide open or freezing it completely shut. If the valve gets permanently stuck in the open position, it acts just like a massive vacuum leak, and you will eventually experience a horribly rough idle, intense engine misfires, or frequent stalling every single time you come to a complete stop. To properly diagnose this without wasting your hard-earned money, you need to use a bi-directional scan tool to manually command the valve to open and close while watching the live data feed. If the computer says the valve should be open at 50% but the actual position sensor reads 0, you likely have a severe mechanical blockage or a burned-out electric motor winding inside the valve body. You can also grab your digital multimeter and check the electrical connector to ensure the valve is actually receiving its crisp 5-volt reference signal and a perfectly solid ground from the engine computer. Oftentimes, removing the valve from the engine block and soaking it in some heavy-duty carbon cleaner will completely free up the mechanism, saving you the incredibly high cost of buying a brand new electronic component while getting your emission system back in perfect working order.